Infinity Nikki is an amazing open world adventure game with dress up elements and a gacha game. So with all of this and more, it gets really overwhelming to start off with. So I'm here to share my 10 beginners tips for you so you can sit back, relax and play without having to worry. Hello everyone, and welcome back. So we are going to dive straight into these 10 beginners tips. The first tip that I have for you is a tip even before you download the game. Please be aware that Infinity Nikki is a big download. Now it is completely free to download, which is amazing. It's a free to play game and you can download it on your phone via Google Play or the Apple App Store, on PS5, on Epic Games, or through their own Windows downloader via their website. It is cross-platform compatible as well, which means you can play your same save on multiple devices. So to test this, I went ahead and downloaded it on my phone and on my computer. The game is 25 gig on my computer and it took about 2 hours to download fully. Now my internet is awful because I live out in the middle of nowhere. So if you have full fiber or really good internet, this would obviously be a lot quicker, but I just thought I should make you aware just in case you have terrible internet like me, as you could be waiting for a couple of hours for it to download. I downloaded it on my phone and it said it would take about an hour and 40 minutes. Tip 2 is there are lots of different currencies to collect in the game, so I'm going to explain all of them to you. So Infinity Nikki is free to play, but it does include microtransactions. So this does mean that it has a lot of different currencies that you can collect and use. Some of them only are for microtransactions, and I'm going to try my best to explain them all. So the first one that you can collect is called bling. Now this is the equivalent of the currency in game, and you can find it by exploring or fighting monsters and things like that. Bling also resets every real life day. So if you do find it and you have collected all that you see, you can wait till the next real life day and they will appear in that exact same space again. You need bling to basically buy everything. So think clothes, potions, crafting items, for the vendor stalls, there's loads of things. So you need to collect this as much as you can. You can also use it when you see these gumball looking machines around towns, and you can get clothes from these as well. I would personally wait until you have enough bling to draw 10 in one go, but do remember you need bling for other things, so don't just waste it all on clothes. I've done this, don't do this. Then there are Dew of Inspiration. These are purple floating orbs that you can see around the world. They can only be gathered with your purifying ability, and they can be exchanged with Kilo the Cadence Born at the Memorial Mountains for lots of different rewards, and I will leave that for you to discover. Then there are diamonds. These can be found in chests that are hidden around the world, leveling up, finishing quests, participating in events, and loads more other things. These have a couple of different uses. You can use them to purchase crystals or use them to refresh your vitality. I would hoard a couple of these just in case, but you can pretty much just use them to buy crystals. I will talk about the crystals at the end of this video as I think it needs a tip all of its own. Stellarites are also available, but this is a currency that can only be exchanged for real world money and can only be available in the store. You can also be given some for free by the devs sometimes, or from Kilo, their Cadence Born, from events in game, but more than likely you will have to buy these yourself. And these are used by purchasing different outfits on the store, or you can use them by purchasing diamonds. But diamonds you can find in the game without purchasing, so I wouldn't recommend you doing this. And the last one is Whim Stars. These are like bling in that you can find them throughout the world and you collect them, but they are sometimes harder to find and some of them come with challenges. So you can find them in high places, for example, or you need to move things to get to them, or you need to find something to boost you up to them. But these are what you use to make your outfits, which is tip 3. You can get free outfits by crafting them. So these outfits are obtained through gameplay and by collecting whim stars. There are 2 types of outfit choices that you can have: ability outfits and stylish outfits. Now, as far as I know, ability outfits through this screen here, and they unlock as a sketch through gameplay. You can then go to your sketches and you have 2 sections, your ability outfits and your stylish outfits, and it tells you the required materials to make each outfit. I suggest starting off with the ability outfits, the bug catching, the grooming, the fishing outfit, as well as the floating outfit, because these will help get you the other materials you need to make the stylish outfits along the way. Speaking of resources, because you need to collect so many resources for the clothes, every time you see something, I would recommend collecting it. Everything you see, just hoard it. Like bugs, fish, flowers. Every time you see a cute little animal, gain its fur. Literally hoard everything. You need all of the materials. You can purchase materials from vendors, but I don't recommend doing that to start off with. Literally just hoard everything. Some of the flowers and things will start to sparkle on the floor, so you can gather those really easily as well. Tip 5 is don't forget about the map. It really helps you out. So the map tells you a lot of information, more than just where you are. It's really good for telling you where different things are, where different vendors are, where the whim stars are that you found, where different houses are, where the spire travel points are, and it also tells you where different resources that you are looking for could be. So if you collect a certain number of that particular resource, it can make the area of that resource more specific to it and zoom in closer and tell you where exactly it can be found. This map is so useful. I use it all the time. You can even pin things and track things on it. It is so useful. Tip 6 is just go exploring. Infinity Nikki is a completely open world game. There are no time pressures, no penalties for doing anything wrong. You can just go at your own pace, and with lots of things to gather and do, you can spend hours just wandering around. There are even these shiny pink squares that when you go up close to them, they turn into doorways and you can go through, and it becomes little platformer challenges for you to collect whim stars. This game is so much fun. Just go ahead and explore and see what you find. The next one is you can die, but it's not the end of the world. In Infinity Nikki, you are given a health bar with hearts to represent your health. If you go too deep in water or you get hit by monsters, you lose 1 heart, and if you run out of hearts, you end up fainting. Now, it's not the end of the world, because when you do faint, you go back to these spires and you get sent back to the one that is closest to you when you have fainted. No repercussions, nothing happens, you just end up fainting and going back to that spire. The spire could be quite a long way away from where you did faint, that is the only drawback. Tip 8 is there are different types of quests you can pick up. Now there are 4 different types of quests. There is the main quest, exclusive quests, world quests, and random quests. Now, the main quests are as they suggest. They carry on with the main storyline, and these are the quests that you want to go for if you want to travel to new areas, unlock the ability outfits, and things like that. The world quests, I think, are what you call side quests. And they are anytime you see a blue exclamation mark above somebody's head or blue writing. And you can collect these as and when you see them with different people. And these can be an as and when you want to do them. I've only ever got one random quest, and it was to take a photo of a monster before I defeated it. So I think these just pop up now and again, and I don't know what exclusive ones are. So if you know the difference between these quests, that would be great if you could pop them in the comments down below for other beginners so that they could find out as well. But the ones that you need to concentrate on are the main quests and the world quests. Tip 9 is quite a big tip, and it's don't forget to look at all of the daily check-in pages. So we're going to go through this one by one, but Infinite Nikki has a lot of pages in its interface, and it can be quite overwhelming at first. But there are things that I want you to do every day, and to go to these pages where you can claim rewards, and it will soon become easy to navigate if you do this every day. So the first one is the daily wishes page. This is where you have daily tasks to complete each day, and when you complete the necessary amount, you will get a bunch of rewards. You don't have to pick from all of them to complete, but just enough to get the rewards. The next one is the events tab. Now this page has lots of tabs going down the side, and all of them have rewards for you to collect. As this game is new, there are lots of tabs, but I imagine these will become less as the game gets older. It may take you a few minutes to kind of look through it and work out what's going on because it has a lot of information, but I would take the time and just look through it because there are lots of rewards to pick up on this events tab, and you can go back every day and pick up rewards. Then you've got the courses page. This is just like an achievements page in any other game. Infinity Nikki calls it courses. Check here regularly if you can, as each course that you complete will earn you rewards. You need to check this manually though, so you may have a stash of things for you if you haven't checked in a while. It's also a good thing to look over to give you some inspiration if you're not sure what to do for that particular day. And then the last one is called Mirror Journey. Now there is a paid version and a free version of this one. I would concentrate on just the free version as it gives you tons of rewards every time you level up. You level up by collecting points, by doing simple tasks like logging in, playing the game, doing random things in the game, and you can see this by tabbing over to the tasks tab and seeing how many points you got for each task. I've also found another mirror journey, which if you go into your pair pal, there is another button called Mirror Journey. And this also is a leveling up system, which gives you even more rewards and does not contain a paid version. So there are 2 mirror journeys, and I'm very confused about this, but give me more rewards. I'm very excited. And there are loads of other rewards that you can get from daily tasks, like going into your clothes compendium, looking at mail the devs has sent. There are so much more you can look at, so just have a wander through your pair pal and see what you can find. And the very last tip is all about the resonance page. So this is all about the crystals, how to get them and how to spend them. So I talked about how to get the crystals earlier in the video, and I wanted to make a separate point about this because it can be a little bit confusing. So you spend the crystals on the resonance page to get a chance to be able to get rare items of clothing. The clothes come in a star system, from 3 stars being the most common to 5 stars being the rarest. There are 2 types of crystals, blue crystals and pink crystals. The blue ones are for the ones they call the permanent banner clothing. These are outfits that will always be available for you to be able to get. And then the pink ones are ones that they call the limited banner clothing. So these outfits are only available for a short amount of time, and you can see the time remaining on the top left corner. I suggest you save up enough diamonds to be able to buy 10 pink crystals so that you can go for the limited banner. Please be aware that they are using a timer for a reason, and the limited banners, they are trying to get you to spend real world money. But this is something that you don't have to do. If you don't want to, it is entirely up to you. Once there is a collection that you don't like or don't want to participate in the limited banner, you can then start to work on the blue crystals by spending your diamonds on those, or you get given blue crystals in certain conditions like quests or in chests during your gameplay. So I wouldn't worry about the permanent banner straight away. Once you think you have enough diamonds, go to your store and then go down to diamond, and you can see how many diamonds you currently have right here. You then click on which specific crystal you would like. I would recommend going for the pink crystal, as these are for the limited edition banners, but you could go for the blue crystal if you want to concentrate on the permanent banners. You then select how many crystals you would like. For this example, I only have enough for 9, as I have already used all of my diamonds up to transfer into crystals. Then click confirm, and then you can go back into your PayPal and click resonance. This is where it takes you to the banners, and then you can click between which ones you would prefer. Obviously, at time of recording, these are the ones that are available to me, but I am assuming these will change over time, as you can see the countdown on the limited ones. You can also see how many diamonds you have up here and how many crystals you have here, and if you decide to buy anything with real world money, you can see how many stellarites you have here. If you have enough crystals for what you want to do, you can then press either button. I would recommend you wait till you have enough for 10, because you are more likely to get a rarer item pull up. You can find out all about the probability and the details in this little button here, and it gives you all of the probability outcomes of the draws and the pulls and things like that. When you get your clothes, duplication is likely to happen, as there is a probability score. The game gives you these things called tranquility droplets as a way to kind of say sorry for the duplication, and you do get duplicates quite a lot. Once you have got all of your clothes, you can see which ones are new by this new little mark and which ones were duplicates by this little mark with the ×10, and it brings you back to the banner page. So what you can do with those tranquility droplets that you get given for the duplicate items, you can go to the store and go down to resonance and go over to tranquility droplets on this tab, and it tells you how many you've got up here. So I've now got 120, and you can buy resources, potions, or you can buy crystals and currency with them as well, which is really cool. It has a monthly limit on how much of each thing you can buy. I would start off buying crystals. These are for the permanent collection, so I would start off buying crystals first until you have run out of the monthly limit, and then work out what you would like to buy next. There's also another reward scheme within these banners. It is called Deep Echoes, and you can click on it, and every time you draw clothes, it gives you things to claim. Obviously, this is trying to make you buy more things, but there is a permanent one, which is here, and there is one for each limited collection as well here. So those are my top 10 tips for Infinity Nikki. Hopefully I have explained everything for you, but if you have any more questions, let me know in the comments down below and I will try and answer them for you. If you have any more beginner tips though, please leave them in the comments down below, because I am sure loads of people will have questions. So if they can get them answered in the comments down below, that would be amazing. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more cute and cozy games. I love making these types of videos, so if you found them helpful, don't forget to subscribe. As always, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day wherever you are. I will leave another video at the end of this video of more cute and cozy games, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!